On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Out of the gun. Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. J-Ron Kearse in on the tackle.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Goff.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Now it's Goff. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. direction. It's Goff. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And Graham on the grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To throw is Goff. The connection made. It's Graham.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're... yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott yet again.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Gone. Complete to right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Anthony Barr.
30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Thielen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Prescott from the gun. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second and 10, Goff. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Goff on first down.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Throwing again is Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Lions on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And Graham's got it. Complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here's Pollard again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.